Ooh, so after at the after party, after the storm, Aries, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed. You know that song you be like, ooh, baby, I love your way. Something that's real relaxing. It's like how the wind feel. You put your windows down, like the air conditioner not gonna cut it right now. You put your window down, even if you just crack it halfway. That wind going through your scalp and then you singing that song I just said, it's very therapeutic. This is somebody's connection with somebody. Somebody new but not new. Old but new. New in this life. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's like I've already lived with this person, so I already know what to expect. So if it looked like we met one day, talked on the phone for another couple of days, moved in together by the end of the week, we already know each other. We're continuing a chapter. Somebody gonna think you batshit crazy for doing that shit. Like, what is wrong with you? You are just prone to epic fails, aren't you? Alright. Love under the moon. The moon represents mystery. You don't know who your real friends are. You don't know who your real enemies are. That's what it really talks about more. The enemy. It talks about what all is not being revealed and what's unknown. But if it's love or lovers under the moon, it's like, how many past partners have you had? Somebody's at the phase of it where they're asking those kind of questions now, where they're getting vulnerable with each other. Tell me your tell me your bedroom secrets. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our Rab, we sincerely believe in you. Please forgive our sins and save us from the hellfire. I mean, surah number 3. I think that's ayat number 16 or 18. A new earth, a new solid foundation is happening. Keep holding the vision. You see something looking out into the horizon. The way she's looking out into the horizon, she knows better. There's history. All that water she's standing in front of, there's depths of history. There's past lives. I don't know. There's a lot of depth. I know I can create a whole new life. I could be my whole brand new self, and it's the perfect person, the perfect type of friend to have by my side. Well, I figured this thing called life out. I'm creating this new life for myself. And at the bottom, it's like called. You answered the call. Somebody walked right through that door with bravery, soul gifts, and training. It's time to step up. I don't know what you did. Somebody's like on the phone with somebody else drinking. I see tequila or some kind of corn liquor. That's harsh on your throat. My throat is harsh right now, but it's harsh on your throat. Like when I'm swallowing, like trying to talk or something like that. It's like that. It ain't easy to just drink that straight, but somebody throwing it back. On the phone. Karmic relationships. Growing closer through conflict. You know what, Aries, you learned something from somebody. That it's not you. The mistake you made with one loved one, because I'm looking right at this rose, pink rose or quartz. The mistake you made with one loved one that you love with everything you got and feel like you can't undo what you did, so you won't go back. Next lifetime. Let me make it right next lifetime, because the real reason you stay away is because you can't grin and bear looking at somebody you feel like this about and you really caused them. It hurt you more than the person can never really feel hurt. The person don't really feel the hurt that you feel because you're the one that made an error of judgment against them. What am I saying? You judge somebody. You might have judged somebody and you're making it right by repenting and asking for a second chance. And the way God answered it with that kind of issue, with this kind of concern you have, you judge somebody for being different. And when you sought repentance about it, God brought you a new earth with somebody else. You didn't expect that, but it's like, you know how they say You can ask God for something and he answers it right away. Be careful how you ask it. Because he didn't give it to you. Because he don't always give it to you in a way that you expect. He's mysterious. And I also get that this new person is like, you're meant to feel good about it. Even though you kind of like, you want to be careful. You're trying to be careful not to roll your eyes about it, because you got that heightened intuition now that that purple amethyst, like you got that heightened intuition now. It's like, I answered the call now and I'm protected about it. I repented. I moved on. This person is not who I thought I was going to do this with. So it remains in your spirit and in your heart. Whatever happened to that person, it's like that person was eclipsed in a sense. It's like that person is in a whole nother world. The same way you created a new earth, this person created a new earth. But you feel like it's all your fault. And to not come down on yourself about it is, you remember what this person was teaching you. It's like, you remember that person's gentleness. It's something with the person being gentle, and you remember, you got to learning how to apply that gentleness and being kind to yourself. You know what it means to be called a soul gift? Kindness is a soul gift. Okay? And training, you're practicing kindness. Kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. I see a lot of hot fuchsia pink. I don't know why. Longing for home. You still remember this person. See how pink, and like it's very pink with this. Like, you still remember someone. It's like, I don't know if this person passed away, or you're treating it as if this person passed away. Like, it's something about you having that inner knowing that I could never touch this person again. I could never go back to this person. I don't have the opportunity to go back to this person again. See, 8th house, like Pluto, like alchemist energy. We have history together. Damn. Look around us a little bit. We have history together. Muse of history. The stuff that person liked to talk about, I knew, but I treated it like it was just a very thought-provoking conversation, when in spirituality, I knew. I felt where this person was coming from, because I have that deja vu too. It just seems like it's a lot of forgiveness. It's a lot of pardoning on the board. But you still can't help but wonder how this person is doing. I still like to, it's like you feel guilty. Like, I want to do something that reenacts kindness, that reenacts her kindness, his kindness, something that I learned from them. They're part of the tribe of the same kindred, because you got the turquoise. You dig? That goes on both of these. Tribe of the same kindred is how it sounds. Okay, that's too many. But the first one that came out is the weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go is not yours to carry. It could have been that you were carrying past, like, you got a lot of layers of disrespect that you had to overcome. And you felt burdened by it. Like, she's damn near drowning. Like, she's in a body of water. The water is overtaking her, in a way, if not careful. And that's just as pink. A deep love. Water your own garden. Take care of yourself. Rest. I feel like that's what the person is doing now, and you're picking up on it. Like that. It just never occurred to me that whatever I'm going through deeply impacted this person. And how I know that is because this person is a headliner. I see headliner. So I see a fighter. That's like somebody always fighting somebody's battles. Somebody's always fighting, standing up for someone. And you never realize, damn, I don't mind showing up for those I love, but there's a codependency. You always rely on this person fighting your battles. That person had to set that boundary so they can rest and tend to their water their own garden. A mother's milk is like very nurturing. It's like a birth is like a new beginning, and that beginning is like a portal. I didn't even realize in there is more water. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. That's that Jupiter energy, that philosophical energy I like to talk about. And then there's the thing about addictions, loosening your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addictions, letting God in. Now that you did that, you wish the same people could be there to see you doing so well for yourself. And not all of them can do that because they're not present, whether they are deceased or just a cycle closed out. I said they got it. I keep saying they got eclipsed. Cracked open. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. What can you tell me? What else can you tell me about Aries? Scorpio. Purging. I wish this person could see the new me. House 10. Structure and discipline. That's Capricorn. Water. The depth is what I'm talking about. You know, the spirituality, the emotion, the intuition, and the compassion. It's like you can level with somebody in those ways, those in-depth ways. You see Scorpio first, that's deep. You know you're going deep. You know you have to go deep. You couldn't go deep with this person. That's what I'm hearing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go deep. And now I'm with this new person, and all the stuff I know, this person's so captivated by what I learned, and I owe it all to this person that I could go deep with. Like, I'm practicing what I had the opportunity to do with that person with you, because I don't have that person anymore. So now I have to do it by default. Look what's on the bottom. Venus, receptive energy, give and receive love, find value, and just see the beauty in all of it. That's what the person taught you. It's just seeing the value in yourself. I just want you to see you the way I see you. And you got these distorted lenses on. You got these Coke bottle glasses that can't nobody see across the street in about yourself. You have this bad perception about yourself, this negative connotation. It's got to go. I love you. I'm in love with you. I'm always going to love you. But I do not take your shit. That's what I heard. And yes, I can go start a whole nother connection for what that connection is supposed to teach me, and still feel this way. So it may not go that deep with the other person. If it's a woman, it's not going to go that deep with the other person. You're just going to learn your lesson. So you may not say you might commit to them. I see people moving in with each other. Like, I see people coexisting in the same environment. With the karmic relationships, it's about moving closer through conflict as opposed to separating about it. So people are living in these fabulous houses and these fabulous neighborhoods with these fabulous ass lifestyles, but they are longing for each other. I wish this person was here so I could talk to them. And it's like, I love the person that's here for what I'm supposed to learn from them. Does that make sense, Aries? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not misusing or abusing the person. I'm reiterating it. That's why I'm saying it like that. Like, I love the person for what I'm supposed to learn from them. And I have agony because I didn't mean to treat somebody I recognized on a soul level like they were one of those people I'm just supposed to learn from. Tell me more. Somebody has a 14-year-old child or realized that 14. Somebody could have been trying to redirect this 14-year-old, and they're reminiscing like, hey, I'm 14 years old now. I'm not a baby anymore. That's a pivotal point. It could be somebody peeling back the layers. That's a pivotal point that they were at the tender age of 14. And they may have assumed they were more ripe than what they are, so what they were. So they started moving in a way where it's like it kind of damaged the little bit of childhood you have left at that age of 14. Even though you're crossed over into adolescence, it's still a little bit of childishness there. If that makes sense, a little bit. Like you're still transitioning from that. Like the adolescence is the bridge between a child and an adult. So there's still some childishness, no childness. They were not. It's like I guess I get reflection with the karmic relationship card here, longing for home, homesick for the stars, homesick for my star. It's like this karmic, this polar opposite, this polarity. Like when I was 14, I feel like I ruined myself. It could be somebody who feel like they damaged the childish innocence that we as human beings possess at the tender age of 14. Because you think you rewind the clock back a little bit. Because I see 14. So now it's like somebody knows. Like it's like you think it's like while someone's across the world or across town thinking about pondering and reflecting. Deep reflection with Scorpio here, deep reflection and how meticulous they were with how structured and disciplined, how they made it their life mission to have all these accomplishments before they were ready. It's like it didn't make any sense. It was like you can't ask a 5-year-old to pay a mortgage. That's how it felt because emotionally I wasn't there. I was just freaking out because emotionally I was naked. See, I'm thinking about myself at 14. Side note, me at 14, I was like coming up on taking my shahada. That's just me. Side note. I get that. Like I get the message. I get the point, and I get it. Like at 14, it's like things were happening that shouldn't have been happening. You were underdeveloped to handle the pressure of what was happening at that age. 14 is also when I developed womanly curves, but I was nowhere near the woman to match those curves. I was still very, I was mature, but still a baby at the same time. But you're mature, but you're still a baby at the same time. Damn it. Mother returning to each other, compassion and humanity. Now, when I see this, it's like I'm returning back to, it's like a rosebud, like a mother rose is like the mother of all vulnerabilities. Like your emotional depth is unmatched with Venus and Scorpio. Venus clarifying Scorpio. Your emotional depth is unmatched, but that speaks to all Scorpios. The emotional depth is unmatched. The compassion, the humanity, the returning to yourself, the teaching, the turning that love away from, like, instead of seeking it in others, turn it back inward and take care of yourself, like the longing for home, like homesick. A new earth, a new life is happening. Hold the vision. You could be returning to each other different for a lot of you. That's overall open. Damn. With Venus here, that makes sense. Like open. I'm not talking about your vajayjay. Say yes. Expand through the extremities. Trust life. Somebody is ready. Somebody hates marriage. And now they're like opening up like a lotus flower. Like a rose. And that makes sense why I was talking about the tender age of 14. You could have lost your virginity at 14 or had children at 14, like something something huge that will require you to be a man or a woman about the experience requires you to be an adult about it. Mother roles, returning to each other. So you're coming back more ripened and more seasoned, or more receptive to love. I'm returning to you more receptive to your love. Okay. Aries, that's you or somebody talking to you. Or somebody, you thought somebody was returning back to you that was more receptive to love. Like how I just explained it, like that connection I have with somebody is unmatched. I wish they could see me like this. Well, it seemed like you're getting your answer, but the person that you're growing closer with is more conflict. It's becoming more conflict and chaos because you're only supposed to love that person for what they're teaching you. So it's opposing energy. You got house 10, you have Capricorn. So you're only supposed to, whatever the experience was, it taught you structure, it taught you discipline, a life mission, it gave you purpose. Someone was feeling worthless or self-esteem wasn't matching who they know themselves to be. Accomplishments and career, it gave you purpose, it gave you a life mission. What the experience turned out to be, what it taught you. But you were way too fucking young to be putting up with that kind of pressure. Anybody would be. I'm thinking about myself when I say that. The Temple of Rose. So, ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes. There's 3 people on this picture, so it could be representing different phases of who the different pivotal points in your growth development as an adult, as a developing human being. That's how I feel like I should say it. And then the codes of seeds, like the blueprint is within you to take that next step. So you could have been practicing all this structure and discipline with somebody else that didn't have the emotional depth, because the tonality of that message is the wastelands. You see that? Like the water is like there's nothing, everything's barren around them, around this person. That little bit of water is not coming from within this person. It's like tend to your own garden, you're bleeding yourself dry. So this person could have bled themselves dry practicing what they're supposed to give you with someone else. Yikes. My throat is sore. Now that I said that, what the hell? It's like somebody's throat is tightening up. Or typically, where their throat would tighten up, they're going to learn how to speak with emotional intelligence with the Venus and Scorpio. And structure and discipline and carefully choosing their words for Capricorn. And it goes in depth. It's not a surface level conversation, because water is starting and ending these 3 cards right here. You got Scorpio, Capricorn, and water from these deck. Water. So when it's like when we have these conversations, they are in depth. We move close through conflict. The conflict is I have a world over here, I'm a certain way, and then I have a world over here, I'm a certain way. Like you're on this side and I'm on that side, but when I'm with you, it's one way. And then when I'm over there learning lessons, I'm a different way. But this is a new earth anyway, so. Crumbling. You see? What are you clinging to? What are you clinging on to? What's the overall tonality of that? On the bottom, you have protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Somebody's bleeding your energy dry. Somebody don't give a 2 F's about you, Aries, or you don't give 2 F's about somebody no more, because your Venus. Look, no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Someone knows how to get to you They know that they have someone really believes that their keys worked for you, for best choice of words, metaphorically, follow me. They believe their keys work for you, but the key technically in hindsight does not fundamentally work for you, but they always believed it did because they just thought their little petty ass little jiggle, if I turn it this way, if I turn it that way, it's going to open the door and I get what I want. It was just a lack of boundaries there. Okay, they were energy harvesting off of you. They were manipulating the situation. They could have been perpetrating to on viewers like, see, I have the key. This is my. It sounded like they were pretending to be something that they wasn't, and you were letting them do it, thinking that you knew the key didn't work because the key scratched. Like the key, like damn near broke off in the lock. Like the lock was too fucking big, and the key is like this goddamn big. Like common sense that shit don't work, but you let them think that shit for whatever reason. Keepers of Earth, you're not alone. You're gonna have help. You have help. Call upon your Lord. Okay, get me out of this freaked off situation and put me back in my house because I'm longing for home. The weight of the world is like the weight of everybody's neuroses. It's not really mine to carry. So, and I felt like a superhero because I was battered, bruised, and kicked to the side or tossed to the wayside, or just felt like I was nothing for so long that I put up with it. I let this person think this keyword, knowing that this person had to be silly to think that I'm that kind of gullible for them, or I'm that kind of weak for them. That's what I'm getting out of it. They know I know the key doesn't work. They know I know the key doesn't work, but they continue to misuse and abuse me and take what I was already willing to give because that is my nature. Okay. You're saying this. You're talking about past experiences, karmic relationships with another karmic relationship, but it's not a negative karmic relationship. This is a grown-up karmic relationship. What the hell? What is a karmic grown-up relationship? It's like you can explain your past without holding on to it too tightly, and you can agree to disagree respectfully. If you want to go your separate ways, nobody's going to slash your tires, like call the cops on you and do like traumatic stuff to you because you decided you've learned your lesson and you want to move on. That's a grown-up karmic type of relationship. Like we could have dated for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and I've learned my lesson for what I'm supposed to learn in this experience, and I'd like to move on now. And someone releases you with kindness. They don't cause fucking havoc. And this person realizing, was sitting in deep reflection and pondering what they were doing at once upon a time. That might have been what they went through, or might have been what you went through. And now you have a grown-up karmic relationship, comparing and contrasting. Like, I love a grown-up karmic relationship. I love to learn a lesson lightheartedly, release it, learn what I gotta learn, release it, and move on. Like that's mentally intriguing to me. I think that's what you could be feeling, because your vibration's rising. It's like you can't attract what you're used to anymore. It's been alchemist with the Scorpio energy there. You're not that person anymore. So the person can't run the same game on you with that low ass key, little petty ass. Stop shooting that little shit. Remember that from Harlem Nights? Quick, you killed my brother. And he's like, stop shooting that little shit. And it's like one day you just turned around and looked at this person with the purging energy. That's that purging and renewing. And this person went to do their old antidotes. It's like they were so arrogant and goofy at the same time that, haha, I got this little ass key and he just lets me do whatever I want. She lets me do whatever I want. And something intuitively, like the hair on the back of their neck stood up. And they looked at you. They turned around to look at you. And it's the look in your eyes. It's like, you didn't think I didn't know the whole time? Instantly, they crumble. It's a tower. Okay? They can't play in your face no more. Because the emotional depth, you already met someone who can teach you how to turn that love inward. And they realize that they can go sit their ass down somewhere. Better yet, go get some help and feeling like, because you feel like you can just play with people like that. That has to come from somewhere. Once you peel back the layers of something and figure out where that shit come from. Okay, because it's not happening at this point. Like, go home and bathe or something. I don't know, go do a ritual bath. Maybe you got some gems in your private parts that need to come out, that needs to be purged and renewed with 8th house sacral chakra energy. And that's the muse of history. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay, Aries. So, to put all this together, what else? What did I say? The things you practice now, it's like I feel ready for my counterpart now. The person I feel like I should be practicing all this stuff with. I learned my lesson. Now I want to come home. I'm longing for home. That's what this is. Okay? Homesick for the stars. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.